dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you. I say one dog, one child, one youth, one dog, you. Think big, you. Together we can do this in our continent, you. Think big, you.
At the beginning, you will do a lot of things that you will not get paid for. But if you remain persistent and consistent, you will get paid for a lot of things that you would not have done. At the beginning, you will do a lot of things that you will not get paid for, sometimes not even recognition or appreciation. But if you remain steadfast, if you remain persistent, if you remain consistent, you will get paid for a lot of things that you would not have done. Today is the 28th of October 2022. It is 6:27 a.m. on the continent. This is Chief Abundance. You are welcome. I want to appreciate again our Global Youth Ambassador for giving us an update after attending another symposium in the capital state of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Abuja, or the city of Abuja. There are some things that he mentioned of which none is a surprise. He spoke about the blockchain and the twist that the governments around the world are now doing. And you know why they will do it? Because they have influence over the people. He mentioned that his eyes was open when I told him when cryptocurrency came out, the powers that be coined crypto as a means to launder money. They describe it as blood money. They describe cryptocurrency for the use of nefarious reason. Now, all the descriptions and the adjectives to which they have ascribed cryptocurrency to, the fiat currency, are the ones that created all the ills that they were mentioning. Everything that they are mentioning about cryptocurrency, the irony is cryptocurrency met them. Cryptocurrency did not introduce blood money. Cryptocurrency did not introduce money laundering. A matter of fact, they didn't even have no laws on their books when cryptocurrency came about cryptocurrency and money laundering. We met money laundering on the books of all the government. We met blood money on all the books of the government. We met nefarious reason, theft and corruption on the books of all the government. And the religious leaders dubbed it as demonic. They dubbed cryptocurrency as 666. In other words, you're going to hell. It's the mark of the beast. So the only thing that came outside of their control, even today, you have your money in your wallet. I just want the Tacians to understand. Because woe woe unto us if we in the community of Tacians do not wake up. You think that it is difficult now. You think you're having it hard now. You think that it is too much for you to speak about TAC. You think it is too much work for you to advertise TAC and to promote it because you're looking for a quick fix. You think it is too much. Well, wait until when they're finished with us. Wait until when the government system is finished with us. Because at the end of the day, what they're now doing, they are, as the ambassador is saying, and I've been saying, they are just playing with us until when they get full control. When they get full control, and I told you already that exchanges around the world are under attack from every end because it's the exchange that gives rise to the appreciative value of cryptocurrency. Is the exchange, and if they can take the exchanges down, then cryptocurrency will now basically remain at the mercy to and subject to one location and one community and one people. That is what they're trying to do now. And so it's not by chance that the globalists, those represent IMF, those represent NATO, those represent WHO, the central banks around the world banks, that they're promoting blockchain. It's okay. They're promoting blockchain. But when it comes to cryptocurrency now, you will hear as you're going to government ministries, you're talking to certain key people, oh, that thing, you can lose money. That's what they keep saying. Oh, that thing, I would not advise the government to do this. I would not advise us to do this. It is a reason why. The information that is coming down to the pipeline from the UN central banks, global banks, the IMF, is exactly what they're saying because they're controlled by this entity. And poor people should never be outside of their control. They talk about crypto is very volatile and risky. Speak to Nigerians today with their currency when they talk about volatility. Speak to Sierra Leone about their currency when they talk about volatility. Speak to Ghana and Ghanaians over there now with the CD. They don't see these things. Speak to Venezuela. Venezuela currency in the fiat world was in the streets and nobody was picking it because it had no value. And you talk about, and this is what I kept saying. Tacians, we are the ones as a community to lead in the crypto space. What are you waiting for? Bill Gates to come and tell you? The Carter Foundation to come and tell you? Are you look? And the ambassador is correct. We are not racist in TAC. We embrace every race, every human that understands the predicament of the system. You have persons that are not of our color. They stood in the gap for we as we who are colored. They have done things that we have not done. They have put their lives at risk where many of us have not done. They support integrity and economic growth where a lot of us are embedded in corruption with the same people and the system. They have not sold us anywhere. We sold ourselves. We are not racist in TAC, but the reality of it, we must understand that we are looked upon as second and third class around the world. and we are treated less than animals around the world. A few of us might be privileged to be in certain positions and aligned with certain organizations and people, but the majority of us, and even those that are aligned, we saw what happened at the Queen's funeral when I think Prince Charles was shaking the hands of his own type. When he reaches the black man, he turns his head in the opposite direction because he don't want to touch the black man's hand. That's it. Races do exist, and we must not fool ourselves. We are not their equals. They do not look at us as their equals. We are not treated as their equals. Look at Ukraine, where everybody was running from war. You, the blacks, were segregated and it's not your time to cross. Your life is not as important as those that doesn't look like you. You go to China, you can't shop in certain places. You are put on the street as the creator of COVID. You go trying to cross the Mediterranean Sea. You are not welcome when you reach to Europe. Any of the countries, by the way. But when Ukrainians were fleeing to other countries of Europe, they were welcomed with warm milk. The dogs were welcome. Dogs, animals were welcome with blankets and food. While you, the black, is welcomed by brutality and death. And who do you want to blame? You cannot blame no one but ourselves. We are running from to what we have already, but we fail to bring it to reality. There's nothing that we're running to the West that Africa does not possess. The problem is we do not think for ourselves, and we are conditioned to believe that we are lesser than. And so we are being reduced to beggars, because that's what it is. The whole idea and policy of the West is to keep Africa poor. I told you when I came to Africa in 2017, I was shocked what I saw in Cameroon. Cameroon per capita has the most intellectual on the entire continent. Per capita, Cameroon have more intellectuals than all the countries in Africa. And my philosophy with education is only as good as what it produces. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't tell me how educated you are. Show me what you're producing with your education. And when I see what they were producing in education, I have to call Dr. Newton. I said, Doc, what is happening here? And Doc's response was, there's a difference between education and information. And I rest my case. Tacians, the Global Youth Ambassador, outlined, and you all need to listen to his 19 minutes audio that he posted last night. The Global Youth Ambassador highlighted exactly what I've been saying. We are playing around with cryptocurrency. There will come a day when we wake up, that which was supposed to bless and take us into prosperity will be our curse. And it will curse the generation, our generation, into perpetual poverty. Into perpetual poverty. You're intact and you're not doing anything, but you want the world to happen intact. Oh, I have invested my money. I have been promised that intact will be this. I've been promised. I'm intact now for 3 years and I'm not seeing anything. If I put my money somewhere else, I will have a return. But that is the system that you have in. That is the system that you knew. That is the system that your grandparents put their money in. And look where they are. Look where they were and look where you are today. Has it worked? I'm asking you the question. You have put your money into the system. Has it worked for you? And so how often do we repeat the same thing? You're now asked to do something different. You're now asked to change a global narrative. You think it is easy to go against the global system, and you think we are going to be accepted? You think that you think that the globalists, the central banks that control the finance for the world for the past 500 years, to come and say, Tacians, oh, you all are doing a good thing, please, we will welcome you. The TAC will be the last that they will adopt, because they know our mission and they know that we are awakened. The leaders and a lot of the Tacians, we are awakened to the reality of what is going on. The world does not like awakened people. Just like politicians don't like financially independent people, because they cannot control you when you're independently financed. Politicians can only control poor people. Look around. See the countries that are poorest. They are more dependent upon politicians. Go to the politician house every morning. You will see large gatherings in the mornings and evening. Go to their party headquarters. You will see them there waiting for the politician. Politicians know that poor people look up to them. And so that is why they don't like cryptocurrency. Because cryptocurrency gives you, for the first time, an opportunity to have as much money as you can imagine. Because as a community, you determine how much you will trade your money for, how much you will sell your goods for. Every Tacian owns their TAC in their wallet. It's not for abundance. While you bought it, it is yours. Once you bought it, it is yours. And even for those wallets that the mobile wallets, you have put your coin in, I will make provision for the coins that you equal to go back into your wallet. So next month, I will begin that process until we rectify the legal issue that we're having with Ajax, the alleged scammers, because that's what they are. How do you not produce what you have paid for and begin now change your name when the bailiff trying to serve you, you lock yourself in your office and you call that integrity people? You think it is easy? You think our people, and that's what we're saying, we're fighting ourselves. We're fighting ourselves. And so I will continue again tomorrow to elucidate that we indeed are our own solution and indeed our own problem. Cryptocurrency is a blessing, equally, as I mentioned before, can be a curse. We were looking at the assessment of our Global Youth Ambassador. The conference, I think now, is the second symposium that was held by the Nigerian officials promoting blockchain, at the same time demonizing cryptocurrency. Because that is the message that they're sending. That is the message that they're sending. The media should take that cryptocurrency is too volatile for anyone to invest in. Look who is talking. Except we do not read or follow global events. A matter of fact, you don't even have to read nor follow global events. Your economies bear witness that the system is a failure. Your economies in your country, the ability to access loan, the ability to even get a job based on your qualification. You don't need to look around too hard, nor too far. Your community will tell you that the system has failed you. The currency that you're spending, it worth nothing. It worth nothing. And they're talking about volatility. The thing is, and what we have been missing is that cryptocurrency is controlled by the community. The cryptocurrency is controlled by the mindset of the community. Cryptocurrency is controlled by the actions of the community. Cryptocurrency rises and falls based on the action of the community. If TAC today is at 1 cent, tomorrow at 100,000, it's not Mr. Abundance nor the CEO of any cryptocurrency is doing. It is the community. You will hear a lot of information as to what one should do to get attraction, attention, appreciation, which is good. But at the end of the day, Tetla Luno had all of the above. I want the Tacian community, don't be swept away with small talks and cheap ideas and instant gratification mindset. Don't be swept away by those. I want us to be critical thinkers, because except we reach to that point, we will not reach to our destination. Tetla Luno is a stable coin that boasted of its stability. What happened to it? It has gone down to basically nothing. From the third largest trader in volume globally on all exchanges was reduced to nothing overnight. Tacians get it good. So when you speak with a little authority. That's Tetla Luno now. Look at the premier and top trader in the crypto space, which is Bitcoin. The most traded cryptocurrency, which is on all crypto exchanges globally, went up to 69,000 a few months ago, now down to 20,000. Lost over 49,000 in appreciation. I'm talking about the world most traded cryptocurrency. And you will say, if it was on Binance, if it was on CoinMarketCap, if it was on this, if it was on that, it would have maintained its value. But it is there. It is there. The government of El Salvador is paying the price of the drop in Bitcoin price. Over 50 million they have lost in asset because of the drop of the world most traded, adopted, a coin that has been legal tender. What is that telling you, Tacian? That all this talk about it has to be on that exchange, it has to be adopted by this, it has to be, may I say to you, cryptocurrency is just like politics. It boils down to one thing and one thing only, to the end users. It boils down to the local community. It's just like politics. Every politics is local. Cryptocurrency is local. It's the community that appreciate or depreciate any coin. No matter the system you have in place, no matter how widely it is that it's being utilized. Because in America, you can buy cryptocurrency, you can use cryptocurrency and buy anything and everything right now. You can go to any bank in America and get fiat currency for your cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. So at the end of the day, we in the community of Tacian represent a people that have been made by design to suffer. And so we represent those that have suffered for over 400 years by design. TAC is no different than what is happening on the continent at all levels. A people that does not know their worth, that is us. And that is how we operate, because you cannot operate above your level. And so we operate as if we are lesser than. That is what happened on the continent. And we have been doing it for so long that we have normalized average expectation and average performance. That is what we have normalized. We have normalized a mindset of looking to the West for everything, and we look to ourselves for nothing. We are looking to the West for leadership. We have a cryptocurrency which is foundation that is solid, that you understand you are a part of it, but you're still looking, jumping to the red coin, the blue coin, the white coin, then the no-nonsense coin as they come out to give the airdrops, and you say you're going to bigger and better things. Oh, Luno was bigger and better things for a lot of you. A lot of you in South Africa, that coin that busted the other day, it was supposed to be a bigger and better things. Isn't that true? We're jumping all around to bigger and better things, but you will come back down to zero at the end of the day because they are not sustainable. You're running from progress, but we don't know it. Isn't that what the Africans are doing? Running to the West, killing themselves in the Mediterranean Sea. That is TAC. We are running from TAC. The Tacians ended up in a lot of scams. TAC is a perfect example of Africa's plight. That is it. The day we wake up in TAC, the day we wake up in TAC and realize what we have, because that is it, Africa is still asleep. They are still junk. On life support from the West. The West policy is to keep Africa poor so that they can raid their natural resources. So when they come to you, you give more than what you ask. And when they come for your natural resources, the IMF and the World Bank then invest your natural resources, and then they loan you in aid for you to pay back. That is how Africa is being operated. And no country in Africa is stable. It is the policy of the West to destabilize every African country economy because you must not grow. And they use tribes against tribe. And anytime a leader decides to walk another path, they are being taken out. And we have many experience of what France did to Africa, that criminal country there. Without Africa, France is nothing. Without Africa, France is less than a third world country. This is why I'm saying TAC represents Africa. Everything that we need is in TAC. All the skills that we need to create our own economy, to build our own economy, to create our own city is intact. We don't need nothing. But yet still, we're looking towards empty countries for assistance. They produce nothing, have no natural resources, but we're looking to them. That's the irony. Instead of looking to ourselves. And you know why we do it? Because we are conditioned to believe that foreign is better and white is best. That is it. We are conditioned to believe that foreign is better and white is best. And so every leader that comes along to change our narrative, we get rid of them. We get rid of them with the help of the West. Show me one black leader in Africa that decided to go the opposite and survive. Show me one black leader. And those that are not out yet, they have been pressured left, right, and center. They will use our own. Because that is who we are. We do not know our value. And so this is the curse that we have found ourselves in. And so the very thing that came to bless us, they are now being demonized that we should run from. Tacians, we need to wake up. I will continue to